Hey viewers, welcome to Drastic Classes. Let's start the video. In previous lecture, we have learned about 5 things. First, we have learned about default exception handling in Java. Second, what measure taken by the JVM when any exception rising in the program. Third, when there is no handling code defined by the programmer, JVM will simply terminate the program abnormally without executing the remaining codes. Fourth, to handle such exception, JVM will maintain a default exception handler. The purpose of default exception handler is to just print the information on the console and terminate the program abnormally. And at the last, we have seen practical overview of the program. Now, in this lecture, we are going to differentiate between an exception and an error. So let's have some points. Exception belongs to java.lang.exception package, whereas error belongs to java.lang.error package. It occurs due to code written by the developers. So the code which we write in the editor, that code is responsible for raising an exception. But in case of error, it occurs due to lack of system resources. System resources means your hardware and your software is not fulfilling the requirement of your program. That in that case, an error may arise. Third point, it is recoverable. Recoverable means the exception can be fixed. As it occurs at compile time and runtime, so it can be fixed by writing an alternative code in the catch block. But in case of error, it occurs at runtime, so it is not recoverable. The programmer cannot fix the error as it occurs at runtime. Now, fourth is it occurs at both compile time and runtime. It occurs at both compile time and runtime, but in case of error, it occurs at only runtime. So let's have an example. Examples of exception are null pointer exception, file not found exception, SQL exception. Then we have arithmetic exception, which we have learned in previous videos. In case of error, we have examples: out of memory error, input output memory error, input output error, stack overflow error, virtual memory error. So there are lots of error which are going to we are going to deal with our coming videos. Now let's have some practical overview of exception. So here we have defined a block of code. So let's understand this code. Import java.lang.exception. So we are importing the exception package so that the exception is the class, so that all the methods present in that exception class we will be using in our test class. We will be using, that is, public class test extend exception. So exception is the class in which all the methods present in this exception class will be inherited to the test class. So we can use all the methods present in the exception class. Now public static void main string arguments. In here we have defined two variables, int a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 0. So we have defined two variables, name a and b, and of type integer type. We have initialized that variables with the value 5 and 0. Now we have written in try block, we have written int c is equal to a/b. We have defined a variable name c of integer type in the try block. So we already know that the statement which may arise an exception we will be writing in the try block. So here we have doing an operation in the try block, so it can may arise an exception. So we already know that any number division by 0 is undefined. So what is the value here? Value of a is 5 and the value of b is 0. So c is equal to 5 by 0. So 5 by 0 is undefined. It will result in arithmetic exception. So the catch block exception will be the exception will be catched by catch block. Here arithmetic exception and its object will be created. With the help of this object, we are going to call a method, that is print stack trace. The function of this method, print stack trace, is to just print the exception information on the console. So we understand by the practical overview of the program. So let's run the code. So let's open the notepad. Copy the code. Okay, let's save the file with the name test.java, as the name of the class is test. So we have saved the file. with the test.java. Let's save the file. Let's run the code with the help of command line. Cd desktop javac test.java. See, it compile finds java test. See, java.lang.arithmetic exception division by 0 at test.main. Here exception has been raised. So this code will raise an arithmetic exception, and with the help of print stack trace we will print the exception information on the console. Let's back to the code. Here is the code. Now let's move to the error. So now let's have a practical overview of the error. Here we have a block of code, import java.lang.error package. So error is the class, and we have import this import this class with the help of import statement. Now public class test, we have defined a class named test. In test class, public static void main string arguments, we have called a method with the help of throw error. So let's understand what is throw error. Throw error is a class, and in this class we have defined a method of static type. So we already know that static method does not require to create an object to use that method. So we have created here the method test of a static type with an parameter integer num. So it gets an it has a parameter of integer. So here in main method we have called a, that is with the help of static method can be called using the class with the help of class and dot operator. So throw error is the class, throw error dot method. So throw error is the class and dot test is the method. So here we have sent a 5 as an argument. So when this 5 will send, this comes to here in the place of num and it will be stored. So here we will be comparing that if num equal to 0. So what is the value of num here? The value of num is 5. So is 5 equal to 0? No, it false. So it comes in else statement. So it is a type of recursive method which is calling again itself, which is calling again and again itself. So here it with the execution comes in else part, that is test method, that is the name of the method here, test, and we have that is test. What is the value of num? 5 plus plus. So 5 plus where it results in 1 increment. So it increments the value by 1. So what is the value here? 6. Test and 6 as an argument. So again this comes to here. So 6 will be stored here, num. So again this will be comparison take place. So as this we already know that as it is going incremented again and again, so it never comes to 0. Okay, 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, it comes to increment again and again. So it results in infinite loop, as we have does not provide any break. So it results in infinite loop. So it will, when the capacity of a stack will be over, it shows stack overflow error. So let's run the code, we will be understanding better. Let's copy this code, paste here, import java.lang error. Yeah, fine. Let's save the file. Save. Let's run the code again. That is compile javac test.java. It compile finds, as we already know, we have studied in our that error occurs at runtime. So it compile finds. Let's run the code. See, it is of infinite. So it when the capacity of stack is over, it stops. So let's see what is the error here. See, exception in thread main java.lang.stack overflow error. Here is the error. What is the error here? Java.lang.stack overflow error. Okay. So it is a type of recursive method which is calling itself again and again, and after when the stack will be full, it says that is java.lang.stack overflow error. Yeah, this. So let's back to the code. Here is our code. So for any doubt and group discussion, join my Telegram. You can download PDF from there in my Telegram channel. You can download from there, and to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram. You can search the Instacy Classes at Instagram, and you can join my group Instacy Classes on Facebook. For any doubt, you can also comment me in the comment section. I will definitely give the reply. Thank you and have a nice day.